What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we continue the Gauntlet Series for the Noble FoKus Amadeus Earbuds. They've been having so far a really good Gauntlet Series. So their next opponent in this one will be the Denon PerL Pro Earbuds. Again, we are in my deep blue water here where all the predators roam when it comes to my earbuds. So this should be a very interesting and fun head-to-head. As always, if you want to see price, specs, and app breakdowns for either one of these earbuds, I'll leave links in the description below to my unboxing videos for both. I will also leave links where you can pick up one or both of these guys if you are interested. All right, so let's go ahead and take a real quick peek at both of these guys before we jump into the real competition. Obviously, you could tell the PerL Pros absolutely dwarf the Amadeus earbuds. I mean, a lot of people in the comments, they do not like this cylindrical style. I have no problem with it. I think it's very unique, very comfortable too. The weight is spread out quite nicely with these guys, so it means for be very comfortable for long-term use. And they've come equipped with a wing that you can adjust the size if you need to. Again, as you can see, despite how wide they are, the Amadeus is a little bit thicker overall than the not by much, I don't think, than the PerL Pros. Both of them are very comfortable. I love just the marble design on the Amadeus. I love that red and black. It's just fire, absolute fire. Of course, I am using the SpinFit Omni ear tip on the Denon PerL Pros. I'm going with the stock double flange ear tip on the Amadeus earbuds. Both give me a good seal and does a fantastic job with the overall sound. So let's go ahead and put these guys back in. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go through some testing with the mics and noise canceling, and then we're going to come back for that sound test. Stay strapped in.
This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus Amadeus Earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus Amadeus Earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus Amadeus Earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Noble FoKus Amadeus Earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Denon PerL Pro earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Denon PerL Pro earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Denon PerL Pro earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Denon PerL Pro earbuds in a crowded location.
All right, we are out for an ANC test with the Noble FoKus Amadeus earbuds as we have them in. Right now, we are currently in ambient mode. I don't know if you guys can see that here on the phone. And I can say I can hear everything going on. I got traffic going back and forth behind me. Behind that, we got the railroad yard. You may hear that as well, some trains going by and stuff. So right now, with the ambient sound on, everything sounds nice and clear. There's no like muffled sound or anything like that. So we're doing a really good job. Or they're doing a really good job. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and switch these guys into noise canceling mode. Now, before I do that, I just want to let you know I am not listening to any music at all during the course of this test. And I have went ahead and switched to the large double flange ear tips to get a more secure fit and also help out with the noise canceling as well. So let's go ahead and turn noise canceling on. All right, just got the notification that ANC has been turned on, and they did get a lot quieter with the vehicles going back and forth. Is it blocking out everything? No, it's not, but it did get a lot quieter, in my opinion. It could be a little bit better. And again, I could see it, I could hear some of the tires on the asphalt, but it's not completely blocking out all sound. So if I had to rate these between 1 and 10, 1 being the absolute worst, 10 being the best, I would have to go with a 7 on these ones. Again, even with the double flange ear tips, they do a decent job, but they don't do a great job. So again, a solid 7 works for me with these headphones, with these ear tips in. I think I'm gonna go with that. So yeah, we're good there. So this has been ANC Test with the Noble FoKus Amadeus Earbuds. We are out for a noise canceling test with the Denon PerL Pros. You can see they're in the air. We're out. We got some good traffic going on. Yeah. All right. Right now we're in social mode or transparency mode, and I can hear all the ambient sound here, all the traffic moving up and down the road. All right. So right now I am filming on my S23 Ultra, and just wanted to make sure we got a really good representation here. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and single tap on the left earbud to put them in noise canceling mode. Let me make sure. There we go. All right, noise canceling is turned on, and I could barely hear anything. As you can see, let me switch the camera. Heavy, good traffic coming back and forth. So we are getting really good noise canceling here. I could barely hear anything. I really will have to keep my head on the swivel when using these things. Very loud noises. I can barely hear cars. This is really great. And again, I'm only doing this with no music playing, no audio. How you doing? Good. Just doing my video. All right. Again, like I was saying, no audio being playing. Is this strictly? Sorry about that. Strictly ANC. All right. So this has been an ANC test for the Denon PerL Pros. All right, we are back in for the sound test. We're going to start off with the Amadeus earbuds. Let me go ahead into their app. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right, so excuse me. We're going to start off with the FoKus Amadeus earbuds. I want to show you, excuse me, I'm sorry, these allergies. I want to show you my EQ settings real quick. This is where I have them set up. I also have, I went back to the wrong one. All right, I also have my EQ curve set. So we're going to rock out like that with these. We do have noise canceling off, so I'm going to go ahead and turn them on now so that way we know they're on. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and get these guys on. Actually, before we do that, let's check our volume level. Make sure we are where we should be. Yep, we are at our optimal listening level. So we're going to go ahead, let me slide these over a little bit. Let's go ahead and put these guys on. We're going to go ahead and switch the camera around so you guys can see. We are putting in the Amadeus. Okay. All right, there we go. We got them in. We are locked in, nice and secure. All right, let's get our cutaway up here. All right, there we go. Okay, so now, actually, before we do that, let's swing back. All right, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna show you our first song here, "Feeling Good" by Denon PerL Amadeus. All right, so. Again, if you have these songs, check them out. Then come back and let me know what you think and of my description of them. Especially if you have one or both of these pair of earbuds. Let me know how the sound's hitting your ear. All right. So let's go ahead and switch that. We're gonna get that going. All right, we're good. All right, let's do a quick. Whoa, almost knocked my stuff. I don't know what's going on with me tonight. So my bad about that. A little excited. All right, so let's go ahead and do a quick test. All right, we're good there. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and back that up. All right, here we go. Song number 1 with the FoKus Amadeus earbuds. Let's get it. All right, nice clarity. Again, leaning a little warm. Again, got her breathing technique, her exhaling. Very clear. Again, love the nuance. Love the nuance. Again, the enunciation of words. When I say nuance, the popping of the B's, P's, and T's, the inhale, exhale rhythm, or rhythm pattern in conjunction with her singing. I love how the background vocalists fill in, like right now. Nice and clear, and you fill in the rest of the space there. Very clean. Again, now with them harmonizing, sounds really, really good. I absolutely like it. Again, leans a little warm, but still a really, really good sound. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get the PerL Pros paired up. We're going to take a look at my settings in the app for them, and then we'll see how they handle song number one. All right, we are back in. We got the PerL Pros paired up. We're in the Denon app for them. As you can see, we've got them in noise canceling mode. I have my personalized profile set up for both my left and right ear. And I also have my equalizer turned on. So there's my EQ settings for them. All right. And I have my immersion turned to where I like it as well. So again, not when you're pulling out all the stops. I do not have spatial audio turned on, however. I did not turn that on. I like to have that more towards like when I'm watching movies and stuff like that and everything. So we'll leave that setting go on this one. But yeah, so there we go. Let's go ahead. Oops. It looks like I lost connection here. That's weird. Let's make sure we got our connection right. These guys, you got to have them in, some of these devices, some of these apps with you got to have them, I guess their wear sensor or whatever. They got to have them in your ear or whatever like that. So let's go ahead and put these guys in right now. I showed you my settings. All right. I kind of prematurely hit the button there. So let's go ahead. We're going to flip back over. Now, we already are in noise canceling mode. All right. Just want to get that back over. Let's get our camera switched. Okay. Some of these, now the app is perfectly fine. Now the sensor feels that I'm wearing them. So we're good to go there. Let's get our cutaway in. All right, here we go. Make sure we are locked in. We are locked in. Just want to double check. Yep. We are good to go. All right, here we go. Song number one, Denon PerL Pros. Let's get it. All right, right off the bat, nice clarity. I don't have to turn them up. She sounds very crisp. Again, nice with the background vocalists too. They sound so clear. Again, getting the nuance. The exhale after the verse. The inhale before the next verse. Oh, the clarity is fantastic. Again, just listening to the detail. Again, and I like how the background vocalist just fills in the backspace with balance. No one's overpowering anyone. Oh, it sounds so clean. And the harmonizing. All right. Man, these sound so clean, so clear. Oh, absolutely. They sound fantastic. All right. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get into our second song, because this is going to be a battle. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in for song number two. We've got this, which is E40 featuring T-Pain and Candy Girl. You and That is the title. We got the FoKus Amadeus in. Let's get our camera flipped around. Let's get our cutaway. All right, here we go. Song number two. Let's get it. Ooh, that punch meets you right at the door, man. Love it. Very clean. All right, now we got T-Pain coming in, nice and clear. That bass though. All right, let's go ahead and turn it up. Ooh, that bass stays on. That fadeaway is silk. Again, let's go back down. Ripples in the pond, man. But you got that good punch at the beginning, and it fades. Boom, boom, boom. Fades out. Fades away. T-Pain, very clear. Little again, little warm, but the auto tune is smoothed out, which is great. That's exactly what we want. Now we got E40 coming in. His vocal is nice and clear. Again, I just love the bass that these guys generate. Really punchy. And again, the fade out is silk all the way through. I just really enjoy listening to these with the heavy bass songs and stuff like that. But man, these do a fantastic job. All right, let's go ahead and pop these out quick and switch over to the PerL Pros. Let me fix my wing here on this one. We're gonna do this right here, right now. All right, let's go ahead and put these in, lock them in. All right, just want to take that test. Just want to make sure everybody's in secure. Okay, there we go. Gotta do that sometimes with these ones with wings. All right, here we go. Song number 2, bass song, Denon PerL Pros. Let's get it. Again, bass. Woo. And it fades away nicely. All right, now we got T-Pain coming in. Sounding very, very clear. Again, I love the bass punch. I love the way it fades away. Let's turn this up a bit. Woo. Okay. Again, I love how clear the vocals are. Very crystal clear. I mean, the bass, nice balance between the two. Let's back it back down. All right, now we got E40 coming in. Yes, sir. Very, very clear, man. I love how these guys just, again, you got excellent balance with the bass and the mids and highs. They, no one overpowers anybody, but the bass gives you that good punch, and the fade out is fantastic. It just fades away nicely. Again, silk, ripples in a pond. This is the type of thing you want. I keep saying that when it comes to bass fade out. That's my best description of it, or of how I like it. You don't want it to cut too soon. You want it to fade away nicely, and these guys do that for you. All right, again, lyrically, T-Pain, his auto tune tinny, but the not piercing even at a higher volume level. The guys, it stayed smoothed out, so it wasn't like piercing the ear or anything like that. But the vocalist, the lyrics from both T-Pain and E40, crystal clear. You can hear every syllable. Even at the higher volume levels, the bass maintained, just stayed there, stayed punchy, no distortion. Wonderfully done. All right, so let's go ahead and switch over to song number 3. All right, we are back in for song number 3. We got Home by Kenny G. We've got the FoKus Amadeus Earbuds in. Let's go ahead and flip the camera around. Let's get our cutaway back. All right, here we go. Final song of the challenge, or not the challenge, of this episode, rather. Let's get it. All right, right off the bat, nice crisp keys. That transition from high to low, absolutely love it. Give you a nice little bump with the bass from the low keys. And the saxophone, nice and crisp. Oh, it sounds so clean. Oh, so clear. Again, I love the balance between the keyboard and the saxophone. I just like that low end little rumble that they hit you when they strike that low key. You definitely get it. It's getting a little more of a prominent showing, I guess. All right, let's pause this. In this one, it's when you strike it, you can definitely hear the little low rumble in it. I love it. Oh, this sounds so clean. All right, let's go ahead and switch these out. We're gonna back the song up first, and we're gonna put the PerL Pros in. Get these guys locked in. Okay. All right, we got them all together. Okay, let's do a quick test. All right, we're there. Okay. Let's make sure this right one is insecure. It feels like it's going to fall out. All right. I think we got it. Yep. Making sure these guys don't are loose. I'm getting a good seal. All right, here we go. Song number 3 with the Denon PerL Pros. Let's get it. Oh, man, that keyboard is crisp. Nice transition to the low keys too. Very smooth. Oh man. He's got me back in my seat. That saxophone is crisp. And again, nice balance with the keyboard. You still get the rumble from the low keys too. You're not missing a step with these. Oh, that sound. And like I say, if you get the right pair of earbuds and you or headphones in them, and you got your favorite song, one of your favorite songs, and they just do it wonderfully. It takes you in. It can take you places, man. And these have been and still are one of the ones that do that to me every freaking time. All right. They sound so crisp. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get this all cleaned up. We'll come back. We're gonna break everything down, and we'll talk about them just briefly and see who the winner is of episode number 4 of this Gauntlet Series. Stay strapped in. All right, back in, and this has been yet another great head-to-head in this Gauntlet Series for the FoKus Amadeus Earbuds and their opponent in this one. One of my very best, the Denon PerL Pro Earbuds. Let's go ahead and break it all down. First, we're going to talk about price. At the time of purchase, they both are the same. So I'm going to give a check for both of them. Yes, the Pros are on sale at this moment. You can get them at a cheaper price. So if you want to give them a check for that, that's fine. But at the time that I purchased them, these guys are at the same price. But like I said, the Pros are definitely on sale right now. So you know what? We'll just go ahead and do it that way and give them the check. All right. So Pros get the check because they're at the lower price right now, even though I try to go by the time that I purchased them. But I've had these guys for a couple years now, so I guess we can go ahead and just give them the check on that because their price has dropped. All right, enough of that. Moving on into the app, I will give that also to the PerL Pros. They give you your personalized hearing. You got your EQ setting. You got spatial audio. And you can turn all 3 of them on at the same time. And really enjoy. You got the immersion mode, the immersion level as well, immersive level, sorry, as well. So definitely got a lot more out of the app for the PerL Pros than the Noble app. So I'll definitely give them the check there. As far as the mics go, I'm going to get that slight edge to the Amadeus earbuds. I think their mic is a little bit better, especially in crowded areas. So I'm going to give that one to the Amadeus on that. As far as noise canceling, I'm going to give that check to the PerL Pros. I think their noise canceling is better than the Amadeus. I mean, it blocks out a lot more ambient noise and everything like that. So yes, they would definitely get the check. All right, now as far as sound goes, let's go ahead and break this down song by song. First song, are all a cappella. They both did a fantastic job of giving me my nuance sound. However, I think the Amadeus leaned a little more to the warm side, in comparison to the balance that I got out of the Denon PerL Pros. You could definitely tell. Again, it's one of them things where you can tell the difference. They both did a fantastic job on their own, but if you compare the two, you could definitely tell the difference. Let me get a little closer look. Let me get you guys a little bit closer in on these guys. All right, there we go. Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference between them. Yeah, but they both did a fantastic job with the nuance, the enunciation of words, her breathing rhythms, etc. So they both did great, but you can tell the difference. Moving into our second song, the bass song, I think the Amadeus, the bass obviously punch. It was a little harder on Amadeus. Of course, they do lean a little warmer, so the bass was a little bit more prominent. You did get good clarity when it came to the vocalist, T-Pain E40, especially with T-Pain with the auto-tune, smoothed out. You got the tinny sound that you want out of auto-tune without that piercing sound, especially at a higher volume level. At the higher volume levels, rather, it maintained the bass, maintained itself, and yet your mids and highs didn't get out of control with that tinny sound and everything. But when you switch over to the Denon PerL Pros, again, great bass, nice punch, but balance. You got excellent balance with the mids and highs as well as the bass. You got clarity when it came to the vocalist. Again, tinny sound is there, but not piercing, smoothed out nicely. The lyrics from both E-Pain and E40 were crystal clear, even at a higher volume level. Although I believe the Amadeus is a louder, overall louder headphone, you still got that balanced sound with the Denon PerL Pros at that higher volume level. So you really maintained. They really did maintain their no distortion and everything like that was fantastic. Then switching over to our final song, instrumental, with Kenny G, Home. Again, you got that transition from with the Amadeus was fantastic. He went from the highs, you felt that transition to the low keys, got that rumble. That rumble was a little bit more prominent throughout the song, but you still got the Christmas from the saxophone, so it didn't overpower it, which was great. And you got that good balance from the keyboard as well. When you go over to the pros, you did get that transition from the highs to the high keys to the low keys. You did feel that rumble, but it was more of a balanced sound when it came to that. But then when that saxophone came in, man, it just put me back in my seat. I was ready to chill for the rest of the night. Just listen to that. It was so smooth, so balanced, so clean. It was just, I've always said, if you got that your favorite song and you got a really good pair of earbuds or headphones, I'm telling you, it will transform. It will take you anywhere. You'll be somewhere else. And that's exactly what these did. I just had leaned back. I was just chill, ready to chill. Almost forgot I was doing a video, but man, the balance was just so clean on it. Sometimes you just gotta surrender to that. All right, so based on everything that we've talked about on here, and including the sound and everything, if I had to pick my winner, it would have to be the Denon PerL Pros. I love how the Amadeus is doing a thing, but they just didn't do enough to knock off, the PerL Pros from their perch at this time. But man, I can't keep this thing open. But these are a really great sounding earbud. Fantastic. I love the look. I love the way they sound. I love the fit and feel. But again, they just could not knock off one of my top earbuds still to this day, and they keep showing and proving why they are my top earbud. They just sound fantastic. Again, that balanced sound, good clean bass. Who can ask for anything more? All right, so this, again, another great episode of this Gauntlet Series has come to an end. The Amadeus earbuds are definitely holding their own despite the results. I just absolutely believe they belong in the rotation. And man, they got one more opponent, the final boss on this one. I can't wait to give you that video. But if you like what you see right here, go and hit the like button. Also, if you want to see that finale as well as other unboxing videos and everything, You know, I got another Gauntlet Series coming up, and then we're going to work with that. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, give me a like. Throw me a like at the bottom of the screen if you made it this far into the video. I appreciate it. Go and hit the like button. Hit the subscribe and the notification bell. That way you're notified when videos like this and others drop. And I'll see you guys on the next one.